Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dark Shares Views on Jim Master Electronics, along with
Taylor Clayback.
And today what I have to review for you is the life-size Grimm from Spirit. Now, this came out in, 2021, and is still there for the 2022 season. And I just picked him up at my local store. When did I go? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday I went and I picked him up, which was August 4th. I don't know when you'll be seeing this video, but I got him on August 4th. And I originally didn't like him last year, but after seeing him at Flagship, I was like, he's not that bad. And then I ended up buying him at my local store, and I'm happy I did, because when I did buy him and I brought him home, set him up, and used him, I actually really liked him a lot. I appreciate the fact with him that it's just, a basic skeleton. It has really good movements because it uses servos, so the movements are excellent. And the poles are hidden on him. You can't see any poles, and his wire right now you can't see. Either he's plugged in already, ready to go, but you can't see his wire, and I'll show you why later if I remember. But he has like this whole, it's really simple, but it's just nice that they put it in. They have this whole little like channel to put the wire in so you don't see it. In my opinion, this is as close to a professional prop that Spirit's ever really made. Him and Mr. Dark's mechanisms are as close to a professional style prop that Spirit's ever really had, besides the old Gemmy collapsibles. But really quick, I'll show you his box. His box really isn't anything special, all besides the fact that it's probably like the smallest thing ever, and he barely fits in it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's all the plain generic Spirit background with a very small image of him. And then it says in the top left corner, Spirit, Grimm, body pivots left and right, right arm moves up and down, head moves in all directions, LED light up eyes and moving mouth, eyes move in all directions, posable left arm, says creepy phrases, stands 6 feet tall. Now, he's taller than 6 feet. He's definitely taller than 6 feet. He's probably, if I had to guess, maybe 6'3", 6'4", because he's definitely taller than Rob Zombie Michael, and Rob Zombie Michael's about 6'2", 6'3". So he's probably about 6'4". He's close to Jason in height, if I was to say. He's not too much shorter than him, maybe an inch off. So yeah, he's about 6'3". And he's pretty bulky for him just being a skeleton. He's definitely not small by any means. If I had one of the little 5-foot posable skeletons to compare him to, you would definitely see a big difference. And I really wish that I had the Lowe's 12-foot skeleton to go along with him, because I think that having this next to the regular 12-foot skeleton would look really cool. But anyways, without further ado, I will go and I will demo him for you.
You look like death warmed over, my friend. This is good. Soon there will be enough of us, and we will terrorize the living until we own this night. Are you with me? Halloween is ours. Your host is not here right now. They're busy burying something in the backyard. But we'll have loads of fun while they're gone. The night is young, and I'm ready to party. Are you? You best be careful where you tread on this dark night. You don't know who you will run into. Creatures and creepy crawlies lurk out from every shadow. Why, I was just hiding in your closet with the other skeletons. Perhaps we let them all out for some fun.
Okay, guys, so that was Grim in action. Did him with the lights on, up close, and then with the lights off. He is $300. Before I say what I think about that, Taylor, what do you think about his price point?
Oh, good God.
Really?
I mean, yeah. But, I mean, he is a cool prop, so, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense for it to be with how he is. But
Yeah, I mean, I get it. He's expensive. I personally think 300 is fair for him. I didn't have an issue paying the 300. I think that it was a fair price to ask for him, considering the movements he has. You know, it's not just like one or two animations. His eyes move all over. His head pivots in all different directions and moves. It's very fluid movement. It's good movement. The arm moves great. The whole body pivots, looks great. There's no pulls on him. So this is pretty much like, if you guys remember the Jemmy version of this, which was Boney Tony, I think was his name, right?
yeah, I think so.
Spirit had him in 2016? 2017?
I thought it was 16.
Yeah, it was 16. They had him in 16, and he was absolutely horrible. And then they brought him back in 2017, and other stores had him. And I bought mine at BJ's Wholesale, and he wasn't bad. They fixed him up a little bit, but you could see clearly how fake he was. You know, it was just a crappy, posable skeleton with a different head on it. That's literally all it was. This is pretty much that, but 100 times better. You can't see the poles on him. Like I said earlier, he looks like just a regular skeleton. If you just hit his base a little bit on Halloween, or at your party or whatever, you hit his base a little bit, he's not really going to stand out as, you know, fake to a younger kid. Someone's probably going to believe that it's real. It's definitely going to be, in my opinion, a highlight of your display. So I'm totally fine with the $300 price point, and the head is great. I'll actually go up close really quick, and I will show you the detail on the head. He has a lot of texture in it, nice paint work, looks really good. Mine came with these two little marks on it, but it's no big deal. You can't really notice it, and I could easily touch that up. And then another thing that's kind of noticeable, but at night you're not going to see it, is his speaker box is right there. It's kind of out in the open. Besides that, though, really not too much on him that's noticeable. Everything's pretty well hidden, including the adapter, which, you know, I'll show you. You can clearly, obviously, see the wire on the side there, because I didn't hide it for the video. But it gets hidden with these clips. There's one right here, one down here, and then another one right here, if it would focus. Yeah, there's one right there, and then it just plugs in right there. Again, you know, he's volume control like all the newer props. His arms are posable. Just this one, the way that they're held on is by one screw in the back, which you can take off and readjust the arm in the position you want it. And then they have click type joints. And then the hand kind of just free goes. The other side, however, is also on a click type joint. So it is posable to an extent. But, you know, you can't really pose where it is, because if you do change the position of that arm, it's going to go back. It'll go up more. It won't go in the way it's designed to go. Because that was my issue originally. I remember, Taylor, when I had showed you when I first got it, I had the arm on a little bit back. So his arm was going backwards instead of stopping where it's at right now. And it looked really weird.
It looked really weird.
But, yeah, once I figured that all out, then it was fine. But overall, he's really cool. And the same thing with the head. The head goes on with the Phillips head screw just to tighten it in place. It doesn't have a designated spot where it screws into. It's just you slide the head on inside its hole, and you tighten the screw just to hold it in place, not really to screw it in. It's just like it applies pressure to hold it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. He's really well detailed for what he is, just being a skeleton. They could have definitely made him a little more basic. I would see more people buying him if he was like $200, because a lot of the people that are into this stuff are, for the most part, younger, so they don't have a lot of money or are willing to drop money on something like this, spend $300, because it's just not practical all the time. But I don't really have an issue with the price point that he's at. And in my opinion, I think that he'd be fine. Even if they asked $349.99, I'd still be okay with it. Anything past that, I think, would really be overkill. Because I know on Amazon he's $324.99. And even that, I'd totally be fine with paying if I had to. But his setup is really easy. His box is super small, though, so putting him back in the box, I don't know how easy that's going to be, which is another reason why mine is probably just going to stay out. I'm going to find a spot for him to stay and probably just leave him up, because I also think he's really cool. I definitely want to put him in the collection room if I can fit him somewhere, maybe put something else away or do something like that, because he is definitely my favorite skeleton prop of all time. They nailed this one to a T. There is nothing about it I would change at all. Maybe the only thing I would do is not have LEDs in the eyes, because I simply just don't like them. I think that they make everything look fake. So the light up eyes is definitely a throw off for me. But besides that, nothing at all I would change. Do you have anything else to add, Taylor?
I think that Grim is an awesome prop. I remember when I first saw Grim last year, because of all the leaks and crap, I didn't think it was actually going to be an animatronic. I thought it was just going to be like some kind of static skeleton prop or something like that, and I honestly thought it was going to be horrible. But he is really cool, and it totally caught me off guard when we first saw it last year and stuff like that. And overall, I think that he's great. I really like the prop a lot, and that's about it.
Wasn't there a difference between last year's model and this year with the phrases, with like the night is ours or something?
Yes. Last year's said tonight is ours, and then this year's says Halloween is ours. For that, I personally prefer the last year's with tonight is ours rather than Halloween is ours. I don't know, I just like that better. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, her and I are opposite with that. I like this year's model with the Halloween is ours. So I just think I think it sounds better, because like for me, I only put my stuff out on Halloween. It's not a display for the whole month like some people do. So I just think for me it suits it better. But this thing's going to be up all year round, so when and if I do ever use him throughout the year, which I honestly probably won't, but if I did, I guess that wouldn't really make sense now, would it? But yeah, it's pretty much all I have to say about him. He's definitely one of my favorite newer Spirit animatronics, because ever since 2011 I really haven't been interested in a lot of the stuff that they've had, but he's definitely one of my favorite newer ones, him and Shorty for sure. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say for this guy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.